for staying with us. You're still tuning to Rapid Dawn right here on Rapid TV. And at the 9 o'clock hour, what we do is basically keep you, pretty much elated for the Friday. It's TGIF, and I always will scream that at the top of my voice because Friday is like you run a marathon and then it's Friday. It's like, okay, come and rest. So yeah, that rest is super important. And I, for one, do not joke with it for any reason in the world. Welcome to the very final hour of Rapid Dawn, not just for today, but for the entire week. That feels really good to say. Anyways, I'm never alone, of course. First, my name is Martha Allen. You can call me Martha, but I'm never alone, always with a guy.
And of course, my name is Victor RK. Good to have you on the 9 o'clock hours, where we get to discourse. Today is Friday, so we're going to have this conversation with an artist in the studio. Every Friday we do that, and today is no different. We're going to have this conversation, get to vibe together on the gist. Just stay with us. You're going to enjoy the flow of this conversation today.
I feel like the conversation we had before now, the human angle, so
exactly.
you get it.
I get it.
Just set like a tone for what is about to happen now. Of course, we are never alone on Fridays. We try to bring you people who can make your weekend lighter. I think last week we had a movie review.
Oh yeah, we did.
I really loved every single bit of that segment, and I hope that you guys have gone to see the movie from our review, of course.
Yeah.
And then today we have someone seated right here in the studio. Is he shy? Anyways, we have Festus Ogbidi, professionally known as Festiz. Festiz, he is, am I calling it right?
Festizi.
Festizi, right? He's a Nigerian gospel artist, and he's celebrated for his fusion of Afro-pop into the gospel music. For the longest time, a lot of people have been like, give us something we can dance to.
Right.
Why if it's gospel, it doesn't have to be like slow and boring, not boring,
Down the slow pace.
Slow pace as everyone would expect it to be. But yes, with people like you and a few others who have come into the scene, it's easier to see something that you can dance to, things that are very melodious.
Right.
And yes, we have Festizi with us. Hi, Festizi.
Hi, Martha. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having us here
Yeah,
today.
good morning.
It's a privilege, and I'm really excited to be on set this morning.
You're just blushing. What's going on?
Am I?
Yeah, all right.
Interesting.
Okay, tell us, Festizi. For a lot of people, although I think top of my head, I already know where this whole music thing started from. But let's hear it from you. How did you get into
From the
music?
top of your head.
Yeah.
Everybody starts from church.
That's it.
Church choir, obviously.
So, I think my story is a bit interesting because when I started music in church, I wasn't singing.
Ooh,
Yeah, so I basically was playing drums.
Oh.
So yesterday I was telling somebody that some people that remember me from like 2008, 2006, they remember me as a fellowship drummer. So if you have missed out on my journey between then and now, you'll be surprised to see that this used to be our drummer. So basically I started drumming, and I have a brother who used to play the keyboard, then siblings who sing in church choir. So basically everything still started from church.
So you guys have the entire pack in your
Oh
home.
yes, actually we do.
So from that drummer boy to the vocalist.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So it moved from then to started singing a bit, then started writing songs. Then I never really thought I would be doing what I'm doing right now. In fact, I actually studied civil engineering.
And now you're in music industry.
What a disparity.
Yeah. So today civil engineering is like my side hustle.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And music is the main thing.
Music is like the main.
But was it always like that? Because I know that they would have flocked you to go to school. But seeing as it's a gospel kind of background, it might have been easier to integrate into your. But how was that for you?
Do you mean relating to family?
Yes.
Okay. It wasn't much of a struggle.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a struggle because at some point I was able to like carry both along.
Okay.
I was able to at least graduate, get my degree. I even did my NYSC before I officially, just went everything dived into the music. So.
Now, some of the artists who've spoken through here, some of them are secular artists. Their story as well, they began from the church and then they moved out. But you started from the church and you're still in church. Basically. What is keeping you in church?
Okay, so my passion is the fact that if I was not an artist, I'll probably be a pastor.
Oh.
So my music is my vehicle to actually spread the message of the gospel, right? Take it from the conventional church setting to like take it outside, take it on the streets, take it to the rest of the world without being religious, overly religious with it.
Right.
So yeah, that's basically what I do. That's
Okay.
called my music.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What song gave you that very big break? Before we even get to the song, how was transiting from drumming to music like for you? Because there are two different things: instruments and
Being a
vocal.
vocalist,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think I always had the talent, even while I was drumming. Like
Okay.
I could sing, you know,
Okay.
I could. I mean, I can tell if you are doing it well, even if I was on the drums.
Okay.
So I think my drumming was because of a need in the fellowship.
Okay.
Right? So basically, I was in school, you know, church choir, no drummer. Let me step in, you know. So because of that setting, all I could do in the church setting was drum.
Okay.
But basically, it wasn't everything that I could actually do. I think I mean, if I say so myself, I've always been a good singer, you know, but I wasn't really into it. You know, it took a while before I now moved professionally into singing.
Okay. What song gave you that?
I think I've been on a couple of songs that have given me great visibility,
Okay.
but the first I would say is Miracle No Dey Tire Jesus.
Oh.
Yes, that was like my
Oh,
first
you were in that.
biggest.
You were in that
Yes, so
project.
I did that song with Moses Bliss and Cheesy.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was like the first biggest song I was on.
Wow.
Then from there we moved on to several other hits like.
Okay. It's also your first single.
Okay, sorry, let me go back again. Bigger Every Day was the first big song.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Because
guys know.
yes, I knew you were on Bigger Every Day, but not
yes,
not
yes,
later.
yes.
Okay.
So it was from Bigger Every Day to Miracle No Dey Tire Jesus. Then Joy. That's like my own personal single.
That's my
Okay.
favorite.
Oh,
Okay.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration for that?
for Joy. So when I tell people that I was writing that song at a very low point in my life.
Always.
So the reality of the song is very different from the reality of my life
Situation,
at the
yeah.
time. So basically that song brought me out of a place.
Oh.
Yes. So it was written in faith. I mean, I was talking about the thing where you do, no one can do. Whereas you are singing Shaggy, right? But I think like we say, your song cannot do for other people what it hasn't done for you, right? So that song really helped me, brought me out of a place, and
Just for a lot of for the Christian community
Yeah.
as well. Testimony is some of the things that keeps these things thriving as it
Yeah.
is. If you could just give us where you were at that point in time when you did the song Joy, if that is okay with you, so maybe one or two persons could just get inspired or even more blessed.
yeah. I mean, basically, that's why we do some of these interviews.
Right.
We don't even know who is listening and who can be inspired by a
True.
story. So, I was writing Joy. I think I had not really moved into Abuja at the time.
Okay.
I was still trying to find my footing in Abuja because I was just serving. Yeah, I think I was trying to serve around the time. This was like 2017, 2018-ish. You know, if you have ever moved into Abuja, you know that your first challenge is what?
Accommodation.
Thank you. So, I mean, I was squatting with a friend who was squatting with a friend. Right?
So us squatters.
So, this is just to give you like an idea of how my estate was at the time, right? There was that. Then, of course, there were different, small financial challenges here and there.
Yeah.
So, plus a lot of other personal issues that were happening at the time. Then I had to go into a period of, really praying and fasting and just, God, what is the way forward?
Right.
And one morning after praying like that, I just started singing this song, Joy. I just started singing this song. And I'm like, wow, this is really good.
Just write it down.
Put it down and recorded, and next the song is becoming
Right. It was basically calling for those things that be not as though they were.
Exactly.
Right. 10 million reasons with Niger.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 Million Reasons, that's like one of my personal favorite songs. Talks about gratitude, being grateful to God. I mean, if we start to count reasons why we should be grateful, we can never really count it enough. I mean, if I say let's count to 10 million now, it's practically impossible.
Right? Count.
So it's just like a metaphor saying that I can't count how many things I should and I should be grateful for. So that's what that song is about. Some of our songs just happen as if maybe they are playing.
Okay.
Right? I mean, songs come in different ways.
Yeah.
So that day I'm in the studio, just recording. Then we record 10 Million Reasons. Nija was not originally supposed to be on the song.
Okay.
So he had just come into the studio and I'm like, in fact, I had finished recording the song. And I'm like, Nija, I think your voice would be nice on the song. So I removed the part that I had recorded. I'm like, come and sing this thing.
Okay.
And there it was. There
It
was.
was. Awesome.
Amazing. All right, welcome back. You would agree with me that that's an amazing song. And truth is, I probably would just add to cut at this point. Yeah, amazing song. What's the inspiration again?
Oh, okay. I mean, for those that follow my music, I have a couple of my songs that are like confessions.
Okay.
Yes, so basically, this is one of those songs that, I mean, if you are a Christian, you know that Christianity basically is the great confession, right? There's power in our words. There's power in what you say. So basically, this song is a confession that has melody. Talking about I can never be defeated, you know, I'm winning every day. Basically, that's the message of the song.
So that's what your songs are mostly centered around.
A lot of my songs, yes.
Centered on confessions. Absolutely amazing.
Whenever you're in the studio, right? I know you talked about how sometimes you guys are just playing and then it drops. But are there times where you just have to calm down, write the lyrics of the song, word for word, and then before you start recording?
Oh yes. There's like 1,000 ways to make music. There's like a lot of different ways that music can come at you. Sometimes you could even be asleep and you get a song in a dream. Sometimes you could even be praying or maybe studying, or it can come anyway. Sometimes I'm driving and I'm getting some melodies, I'm getting some, you know. So music can just come at you in different ways. As an artist, you need to find how it works for you.
Right.
Yes, because I don't think there is a formula for everyone.
Okay.
You need to discover your own, like discover yourself, discover how it works with you, how God works with you, how your inspiration comes. So that's it.
You were with Spotlight Nation.
Yes.
And this year you were given that emotion and sent forth.
Yes.
Tell us your story, why you are with Spotlight Nation, and how it's been for you since you also stepped out.
Okay, so I mean, I don't like the word stepped out.
But you're not okay.
So, you know, I mean, looking at the music climate in the gospel side in Africa, I think I'm one of the few that has gone through the ranks in a label, like having a contract, and amicably, you know, come out on the other side.
Yeah.
And we are still family.
Awesome.
So that's why I say I don't like the word step out,
okay.
right? Because even just yesterday I was with Minister Moses Bliss for a long time. Basically, we still work together. Just that the business side of it has now come to an end.
Okay.
We're still family. I mean,
Let's talk about the business side of it.
oh my God.
Yes, because it's important that people know that there are sides to these things.
Yes.
I hear people say all the time that, oh, we're doing it for God. But even
It's
God
ministry, it's ministry.
His ministry. And we've had a lot of controversy surrounding the business aspect of music lately. Sadly, it's been all over, you know, the social media space. But let's talk about it. I understand that these contracts are being signed.
Yes.
Is it like proper contracts, like that which is done in the secular world?
Yes.
Proper contracts.
So, I think for all of us in Nigeria, in Africa generally, we need to do better. Because from my opinion, I think that we have, we have an issue with contracts. It's almost like we sign them to not follow them.
Okay.
So, and there are several reasons for that. Maybe overexcitement. I mean, someone that has never seen anything and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this for you. And he can see that his life is about to change.
Yeah.
So at that point, he doesn't care. Just help me, you know? And they put pen to paper. And a few years or a few months down the line, maybe you are now bigger.
Yeah.
And you now have issues with the contract that you signed. So, like I had a contract, you know, I had a contract with Spotlight, and before the contract, I was actually already working with Spotlight
Okay.
for about 2-3 years. Then, so I spent about 6 years actually working in Spotlight as an artist.
Okay.
But officially, my contract was 3 years, and that ended December of last year.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes you may not be comfortable with some things you signed if you were not careful.
Yeah.
If you didn't have good hands review the contract that was given to you. But as long as you signed it, you have to follow through. You have to abide by what you signed. And the reason we have challenges in the gospel sector is what you said, you know, we're doing it for God, we're doing it for God. So it's almost very difficult when somebody's breaching a contract. It's like you can't sue them because, I mean, some things we've seen on social media,
Yeah.
we are brethren, you know. So brethren signed a contract, right? So those are some of the challenges we have in the gospel space. I mean, I'm just grateful to God that
You didn't experience it.
exactly. I did a bit of my due diligence before I signed anything I signed, and we tried our best to, you know, follow the contract, abide by the terms of the contract, and grateful to God that it ended.
Right. So how do you think this can be sorted out? Because the kind of
drama
this has brought to the faith, because of, I'm sure you know the most common incident between Easy T and Messaging and all of that. We had a lot of people say, oh, you are Christians, you're not supposed to take that to court and all of that. But it has happened, it has happened. And seeing as you went through such a system, I'm not saying drugs or whatever, you went through such a system where you had a contract that you signed and all of that. How do you advise younger gospel artists coming up? How do you advise them to structure their movement, especially when it comes to
So, like thank you very much. Like I said, at a point in your career, it seems like nothing is working, nothing is happening. Then someone comes, usually, that has a bigger brand, has a big platform, that looks like, okay, they can take you from point A to the next level.
Right.
Most people are like, oh, thank you. Whatever you say. You know, we hear stories of people that say they didn't even look at the contract they got.
They just sign it.
That is a very fast lane to issues like this. Because next month, you may not be as excited as you were at the time they gave you that contract.
Right.
Now, when reality dawns on you, I've seen cases where people sign 97.3.
Percentage?
Yes.
Like 97% to 3%?
Yes.
But even
I mean, not in the gospel space.
No, even
so
that's greed, though.
Greed. We get next.
I mean, but it's a contract, right? And you signed it. You were not coerced. You were not drugged. You signed it. So my advice to younger artists that are, you know, trying to come into this thing, you need two very important people in your life at every point in your career. You need a manager, then you need an entertainment lawyer. Even before anything starts, the moment you are sure that, okay, this is something you really want to do, you started recording songs, before anything goes official, even before you release your first song, you need a lawyer.
Okay.
Because there are so many legal things around this music. Even apart from, yes, we do it for God, we do it for the gospel.
Yeah.
For instance, churches have to register their names, right?
Yes.
But it's a church. You won't tell the government that God called me. Churches have to open corporate bank accounts. You are not going to say, because I'm a church, I will do whatever I like, you know, because God called me. So in the same vein, as an artist, you need an entertainment lawyer that will look into the details of anything that's placed before you, be it a contract, record label contract. In fact, there are so many contracts, so many deals, so many legal stuff that happens around the music that may not even be a label artist contract. There are so many deals that happen that you will need a lawyer for.
Right.
So, you know, because of our environment, we think that, I mean, lawyer, that's extra money that I'm going to be spending. So, but you spend more when you don't have one. You spend more when you don't take that initiative of having a lawyer that helps you look through those details so that you don't make a mistake.
All right. You know. But I like the fact that we're talking about the business side of music, especially when it comes to the gospel music, right? Because just like Martha has established, this is something somehow that we don't pay so much attention to, you know. And even up until now, there's still young artists, right, who still believes that let's just do it for God, right? And then there's also this controversy about some of these young artists moving from one church to the other, and after they're done ministering, all they get is God bless you, and then they go home. Right? Now you also hear about the fact that churches are also saying now we need to begin to pay our choristers. Before now, that's a conversation that is the thank you, God bless you, that's all they get. But getting to pay choristers in church, we understand that there is no contract signed. It's a service mindset. But do you think it's necessary now? It's also important that artists, musicians in churches are being paid?
Well, that's a great area.
Seeing as they have some very, very huge physical commitment to make based on how they look.
Exactly.
So there are several departments in church, in different churches, that have heavy commitments, apart from the music side.
Right.
My opinion on this matter is whatever the church decides. For instance, different churches have their different ways of doing things, right? If I'm in a church and I sing in the church, and in all honesty, I'm not comfortable with the system, there are other churches that you can go to. So you are not to decide for the leadership of the church how they should run their own unique church system, right? So because, I mean, whatever I say here today will not hold any water in any ministry, right? So for the artists, personally, if I sing in my church, I cannot ask my church to pay me.
Your home church.
Yes. I cannot ask my church to pay me.
Is there a reason for that?
It's personal. So when it comes to things, there are some things that are personal, right? There are some things that have to be structured.
Right.
For instance, if you invite me to come and perform at your wedding, you won't tell me God bless you. You won't even speak to me. Right? You will only get to see me at the venue of your wedding.
Right.
So you would have had conversations with the people that handle those conversations before I get to show.
What if in a concert, a Christian concert?
It depends, right? It depends. None of these things are cast in stone. If it's a concert by a colleague, right? For instance, I was at Bliss Experience London. I was at Bliss Experience in Ghana. I will not ask Minister Moses Bliss to pay me. We have a relationship, right? For several other colleagues that I have to, show up for. For instance, if I have a cousin or a brother that is getting married, will I go there and say, pay me, right? So these things are different like that. It just depends on the structure you have as an artist. First, as an artist, there has to be a structure. Then, everyone that sings in church is not an artist. There are some people that just love God. They just love music. They just want to serve with the music. So some of these decisions, like I said earlier, they are personal. Why are you doing what you're doing? Right? If I'm a banker who sings on Sunday, I don't really need church to be paying me. Right? Then, for you, the individual, what's your life's vision? What's your life's goal? Right? Will you just be sitting in a church singing, you're not making personal progress, and the church is your excuse? Or you go find something else to do with your life and, add some value to yourself.
Church is your excuse. I heard it very well. Because the truth is, again, he said nothing is cast in stone, which is actually true. Different churches have their different patterns, although that was a diplomatic answer because
Very
he needed
diplomatic.
to know what you thought about
You know?
it, what you would do or what you would have done. But yes, let's talk about something that he's also mentioned, which is like the honorarium when you are done singing. Now, we know that you're very aware of, the circumstances that we're trying to like pick examples from here, where you are invited to go to a conference. People that you don't have a relationship with, right, are inviting you, come and sing for us. We have this conference somewhere to sing for us. What's the way you go about it?
You call my management.
Your management.
Okay.
Yes, and you do whatever they tell you to do.
Your management. So your management, are they faith-based, or they are just high professionals that you hire to take on the business side of it?
Professionals that handle the business side of Festizi's brand.
Okay.
Basically. So
if Victor Ake's ministry,
Come again?
if Victor Ake's ministry, which is my ministry, that is just an instance that
hypothetically.
you get right. So if my ministry, for instance, invites you to come sing in my ministry,
Yes.
church to church, church to a gospel brother, I must have to speak to the management.
How will you get to me?
So if I have your number
Through your
directly,
management.
You can't have my number
okay.
except we have
A
a
personal
personal
relationship.
relationship, right?
Right.
So how will you even get to speak to the artist if not through
the management?
So that structure must be there.
That structure has
All
to be
right.
And I think that's something that young artists are also missing. The
Oh,
structure
yes.
is not there.
Yeah.
But at what point should an artist begin to develop that structure? Because sometimes these young people just start out. So where do you start?
So, like I said, nothing is cast in stone. Because some people you can structure yourself and structure yourself out of destiny.
Exactly.
And there are some people that God wants to use to help your life. And you have now
Not
Put
pick up.
structure.
And
And you're just starting,
So wisdom, right?
All right.
Wisdom has to guide everything that you do. Yes, there has to be a structure. And people would even respect you more if there is a structure.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say that your structure should not be disrespectful.
Okay.
Yeah, because some people have managers or a management that is unnecessarily rude, right? So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that one.
Okay.
But as a young artist, get a team as early as possible.
As early as
Early as possible.
All right. One thing we're picking from today's conversation is whether it is faith-based or it is secular. It's important for it to have structure.
Good.
Structure is super important. And yes, we're already at the half of the hour, or in the half of
that's
the
so
hour.
fast.
Yes, you didn't know me. All right, let's head out to the very short break. When we get back, we keep up with the chat with Festizi.
This is Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. We connect people, power stories, and amplify voices. On Rapid TV, we're rooted in culture and your window to the stories that matter. From news to lifestyle, we inform, entertain, and uplift. Join Rapid TV on Star Times Channel 176, Nightcom Sat. On Rapid FM, we speak your language from the soulful airwaves of Umuahia to the vibrant culture of Port Harcourt and beyond. More than broadcasters, we're creators, amplifying that voice within with powerful content across TV, radio, and digital. Join us at rbnradiotv.com and all our social media handles. One network, one voice. Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN, the sound of your city. Rooted in truth, driven by impact.
All right, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It's still Rapid Dawn right here on Rapid TV. And we have been hanging out with Minister Festizi. And he's been dropping it like it's hot. Anyways, we've been having a good time so far. And it's important that we're having all of these conversations. Just so people know. I like the fact that you say the business side.
It's very important.
It's very important. It's very important. But yes, let's hear. Which song is your most performing on the chart?
Oof. Okay. There are, I don't know which chart we're talking about now, because there are like a lot of different charts according to the different platforms.
But your best performing as in
Okay,
terms
my
of
best performing streaming whatever right now will be the album I just released.
Always, eh?
Yes, okay, we'll say yeah. It was last Friday. Okay, today makes it a week since the album dropped, and I mean it's been doing really well on all platforms. Yeah.
All right, tell us about Owese.
Exactly.
So Owese, when people hear the name, they're like, okay, did he do a traditional Benin stuff on this project? No.
Okay.
So Owese was just a creative way to say thank you, because it means Thanksgiving in Benin.
Yeah.
In the Edo language,
Okay.
right? So, looking at the body of work, the theme of the project is Thanksgiving. You know, from the beginning of the song, the beginning of the album to the end, the central theme is just, you know, being thankful and grateful to God. So that's what we say.
All right, tell us your favorite song on that album.
You know. Okay, it has 12 tracks, we know.
Yes.
Right?
And you probably do a freestyle of it for us.
Interesting. It's really hard to pick. It's really hard to pick.
As in, they are all.
Oh yeah. I'm actually really proud of what we did on the album.
Awesome.
My favorite song, maybe With My Life, and that's the last track on the album.
With your life.
Yes,
All
With
right.
My Life.
All right, so.
I should want
drop the bars for us. Let's get to the other lyrics.
You say you are dropping it like it's hot.
Yeah,
You're
let's
laughing.
start.
Oh yeah.
So let's go
Okay.
with my life.
Oh my goodness.
No, I have drums. I can drum.
You know?
Oh yeah, drum.
Oh, yeah.
I can play the keys with my mouth for you.
Putting me on the spot.
Tan, tan, tan,
Okay.
tan.
With my life, with my life, God is making a name for himself.
Wow.
Hey, with my life, he's making a name for himself.
Makes a lot of sense.
Wow,
He's
thank
making
you.
a name for himself.
Wow, with my
I
life.
have new prayer points too.
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know for you, Victor.
Oh,
but
I do.
I mean,
You know, I think a lot of his songs, you know, just has that scriptural backings. Even if you don't get to quote the scriptures from there. You know, when scripture talks about the fact that let your light so shine before men, I think this is just what it means, basically. But of course, you've done lots of collaboration.
Yeah.
Freco More, Ibuka songs, Nija, you know.
which are all on this album too.
Okay, yeah, there are some collaborations on this album. The one with Nija is on this album.
Okay.
I have a collaboration with Great Man Takit on this album.
Okay.
Oh.
I have a collaboration with The Gong, Doris Joseph, a couple others
Oh wow!
on the album.
Oh wow! You know, with all of this collaboration, which has been, you know, the most that you love most?
Hey. I think my personal favorite collaboration would be Lord You Are Great.
Okay.
Lord You Are Great with
You are
Spotlight.
great, Spotlight.
Yeah.
Giving praise.
Cause see they happen as you talk about it. Yeah,
And that song is so danceable.
yeah.
Okay.
You know?
So let's talk about the lyrics of songs now.
Yeah.
I saw a particular pastor. I'm sure you probably must have seen it. I don't know why his name has just completely skipped, and he was talking about this song that
Maverick City.
What's his name? The guy.
Chandler.
Yes, Chandler Moore. He did, and he was talking about how most gospel artists mask a lot of things in the songs and say that because it's calling the name of Jesus doesn't mean it's a gospel song. I've heard it many times. People
Yeah.
say because it carries the name of Jesus, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a gospel song. As soon as you know your songs don't necessarily say Jesus. They connote Jesus. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, like I said, your music reveals your knowledge of God.
Absolutely.
Right? It reveals your knowledge of God, your knowledge of life. And my music is basically my message.
Okay.
And different ministers, different artists have their message. You as an individual don't necessarily need to accept everyone's message. So if you connect with my music, thank you so much. God bless you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I want more people to connect with my music. If you listen to my catalog, definitely it's clear to you what I am representing.
Okay.
It's clear to you what I stand for, right? I'm not standing on the fence, right? I'm not standing on the fence at all to say, let them not know that I'm a gospel artist.
Absolutely.
I am a full-blown, full-time gospel artist.
Okay.
But I am very creative. I like to say that I am very creative. So I'm not the conventional. The truth is, I can do all types of music, right? Any style, I really can do it. But most of my songs, if I don't need to say Jesus, there's no point.
Okay.
But a lot of times I actually get to say Jesus in my songs. But if I don't need to say the name Jesus, for instance, there are several Bible verses that don't even say the name Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? So it doesn't have to mention the name for you to know that it is.
What it is.
It is what it is. So basically, yeah.
All right, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It's still Rapid Dawn right here on Rapid TV, and this is Martha Alu, and of course with my guy
Victor Ake. I'll be hanging out with Festizi.
You wanted him to introduce himself like this.
You understand?
You know, like
Yeah,
a
so
close.
Festizi.
Exactly.
All right, is anyone looking for artists?
You understand?
GM, are you looking for?
Are you an artist?
I think I have a calling.
I'm a manager, actually.
He's my manager. I have.
I'm a
Do you know the
manager.
kind of karaoke we do in this office?
Oh, wow.
Sign us quickly. Let's get on
Well,
with
yeah,
it.
sure. Let us know.
All right, let's ask. How many artists have you signed? Because you're doing your own thing now.
Okay, so for the signing of artists, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Yes.
Are there possibilities?
Who knows?
Why?
I think it's a very delicate conversation. Yeah, I think it's very delicate because of our environment.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't like contracts. This is my opinion.
Why don't you like them?
I mean, as Nigerians, Africans,
okay.
we don't like pen to paper. We just have that issue. So I'd rather help people, support you in any way I can, and just God bless
Move
you.
the ministry forward.
But you know, you're also a product of contract, a music record label,
Yes.
which has also helped you and helped many others.
Yes.
Don't you think that also creating that label and having people, to serve from the label and signing the contract could also help a lot of persons even better?
You're absolutely correct.
Okay.
I mean, labels have done more good than harm, right? I just think that it's scarce finding creatives that would really honor and respect the label and the terms, because every now and then there's an issue between a label and an artist.
Do you think it's because mostly the contracts are not fair? Because the truth is, I don't think people see like a fair contract, right? And the contract properly explained and not want to abide by the
I
contract.
think it's an education problem.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I would explain. Now, a label signs an artist and invests maybe 50 million on the artist for a period of 1 year.
Okay.
Now, artist was at point zero at the time.
Yeah.
Now, money has been invested, a lot has happened.
Okay.
Artist is now doing way better.
Okay.
And now, maybe they are to share 60-40
Okay.
in favor of the label.
Yeah.
Artist was earning nothing before. Now, artist is earning maybe 10 million naira monthly.
Okay.
And he sees this 10 million is my money. The label wants to take 6
60%.
million from my money. Forgetting that the label has invested 50 million over a period of 1 year.
Yeah.
Right? So, normally, I mean, why am I earning 10 million and you're taking my 6 million? Without that education of, these people have actually spent money. A lot has been happening that you may not know, that you don't see.
Okay.
That's why I said it's an education problem. If more people are enlightened about how labels really run and how
Okay.
they work, this is on both sides too. You know, like you said, there are some deals that are not deals. There are some deals that are traps.
Okay.
You know, from the label side. On the artist sides, there are artists that don't really know what is happening.
Okay.
They just think
But
that
don't you think it's the responsibility of the label
Exactly.
to educate these artists?
sometimes there's a lack of trust.
Okay.
So it gets to a point where no matter what you are now saying,
Yeah.
they are not really listening anymore.
Okay, that's from the label to the artist.
Yes.
So don't you think because the foundation was not laid from the beginning?
That's why I said
So-
there has to be a structure. You know, things have to be done properly
Okay.
on both sides. Even on the other side, the secular side, we still see issues
Definitely.
You
Yeah,
know,
we'll do that.
every now and then. That's why I said I think it's an African or a Nigerian thing.
Contract.
You know.
So you're trying to avoid the drama.
Oh yes, at least for
Straight
now.
up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at least
Alright.
for now.
Okay.
I think. Then again, it's tricky being an active artist and running a
The
label.
label.
Okay.
It's tricky.
Okay.
Yeah, because at that point in time, all you are seeing, all you're about is your
Your
stuff.
own song.
You know. So now bringing in other people to come and be doing exactly what you're doing, it's
Conflict of
yeah,
interest.
it can be challenging.
Ah,
It can be challenging because if I want to get this thing and my artist needs to get this thing,
Okay.
I most likely will,
Put yourself forward.
right?
Right.
So, and that nobody's going to be happy about that.
Surely.
So, the wise thing, maybe if Jesus tarries, maybe in another 20 years.
Ooh. Ooh. That's a long time. 20
By
years.
then, I probably have now
Had a better
Retired?
foundation.
retired from active, maybe performances, events, and all of that. I
Yeah.
can now go into mentoring,
Okay.
right? And I focus on that fully.
Okay.
But for now, signing artists, I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
Away from your songs, right? What song is on repeat right now on your phone? Away from your own song.
Okay, apart from my own music, hey, the people I listen to, I listen to all sorts of music.
Yeah.
I listen to all sorts of music. But who am I listening to right now? I think it's these guys. Oluwatos.
I think everyone has that song on repeat. Don't even.
It's just a-
Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been listening to that song lately.
All right.
That's
Dream,
it.
dream collaboration.
Oh, Dream collaboration. Dream.
Like you have aced it, have you?
You know.
You're asking now like a collaboration I would want to have.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's say Chandler Moore.
Chandler Moore.
Why? Why do Nigerians like? Although I understand though, but
that
why do
guy
you
is
guys like
good.
the guy?
I mean, I like his music, I like his style, I like his tone. Yeah.
I like the fact that he pronounces the African words
And he can
as
sing.
they are.
Yeah, he can
He
sing
sings. I love
African
it.
stuff
I love it.
fluently.
I
Awesome.
love it.
Right. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Fair enough.
All
All
right.
right. I think is this where we okay? What to upcoming artists?
You know.
Oh,
Gospel.
okay. Are we rounding up?
Yes,
we're
you don't want to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Final words. Before my final words, I have a concert that's coming up
Okay.
12th of September in Abuja, Festizi Live, Abuja. So I'm inviting you, Martha. I'm inviting you, Victor.
Come.
Yes, I'm inviting all of you at Rapid TV.
Okay.
I'll give you guys some free tickets before I leave. It's ticketed, it's not free.
No, also.
All right. No
Right.
problem at all. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us on the show.
Thank you.
All right, people. Let's cut it back to us.
You know.
We've had an amazing week so far. Don't you agree?
Of course. It's been an exciting week. Lots of conversation this week. If you go through the viral trends, you just know that it's so much
So much has happened this week.
So much, you know. But I think it's a good thing. Today's Friday, so we can go unwind.
Parrots can rest.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
know, who be the parrot among the 12 of
The
us?
two both of us. The mouth can rest is
I'm
big. I
telling you,
mean,
man.
it had talked a lot. this
Yeah.
week. So yeah, let's wrap it up here. Thank you so much again for being part of all of the programs we have lined up here from the start of the week. We're going back to rejuvenate and come back better for you next week. But before we go, remember we are active across social media platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and Twitter, which is now X, at Rapid TV. You can rewatch all our episodes, interviews, enlightening, educating, and entertaining programs that we have lined up. You can watch it at official Rapid TV, and you can come, or we can, anyone, whoever is dragging who, we go together every single where on our website, www.rbnradiotv.com. Thank you so much again for being here. Remember, my name is Martha Alu. You can call me Martha.
And I am Victor. Okay, see you next week.